Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back into Earth Nerd. I'm Bryce here with Ian today, and we've got some pretty exciting news as Boom Studios has announced a new Power Rangers Time Force graphic novel, Power Rangers Sins of the Future. This is a graphic novel similar to Power Rangers Soul of the Dragon and Power Rangers Psychopath, so I think this is going to be very interesting, so let's get right into it. So yeah, this is pretty exciting news for Power Rangers fans, as Power Rangers Time Force is one of the most popular seasons ever, and it's not Mighty Morphin, of course. So it's a different, it's a different storyline. So far the plot is as follows: after defeating the villainous Rancic alongside their allies in the time-traveling Time Force, Pink Ranger Jen Scotts and Red Ranger Wes Collins want to try a real relationship, but without sacrificing their commitments to the Silver Guardians and Time Force, can the two actually make the ultimate long-distance relationship work? When Jen returns from the future, she and Wes are attacked by a mysterious stranger who has dire news. If the two stay together, they'll disrupt the timeline and change the destiny of humanity. The shocking identity of their accuser sets them on a collision course with the enemy they never expected. So this sounds pretty crazy and honestly pretty freaking awesome. Ian, what are your first initial thoughts on the new Power Rangers Time Force graphic novel?
Well, I think this is an excellent idea. I mean, I really would like to see like the Time Force, because usually for graphic novels you see Mighty Morphin, and so it's a different change. And because Time Force is so popular, they're able to do this. I really am interested to see how they run with this plot of if Wes and Jen stay in a relationship, it could cause the timeline to be disrupted. And of course, they are like, "Oh, we'll see who the accuser is." I wonder, and that's another thing, is just who's telling them this, and it's kind of a big thing of who's the person that's telling them that they're gonna be in danger and all that. Can that person be trusted? Do they do an adventure with that person to gain their trust or something like that?
Well, so of course the comics usually focus on Mighty Morphin and even Soul of the Dragon. I mean, it was basically a Tommy comic featuring the SPD guys. So, and we'll actually have a video on that coming up around next week on what we would like to see in an SPD graphic novel or sequel comic series. But if you look at the cover of Power Rangers Sins of the Future, you see Brax, that's his name, right? Brax?
I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think it's something like, if I'm wrong, like, we are going to get absolutely destroyed. So I'm going to go ahead and look it up right now. But, I mean, yeah, he's on the cover there, so I'm thinking, no, that's wrong.
Oh, you are way off.
Brax is like something completely different. Who is, I'm blanking on the name of the villain behind the two. Don't worry, guys, we're looking this up. I am not, let's see, Rancic, Nadir, Frax.
Okay, so we're off by one letter.
So it was Frax. So Frax is behind the Rangers in the cover of the comic. So do you think that is going to be their accuser, or do you think he's going to be the villain? Or
I would think he would be more of as the main villain here. I don't think he'll be the accuser. There could be an interest of him kind of being more transformative into more of a human form, kind of disguising himself as an innocent bystander possibly, and then it's just him being Frax.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a little bit more of that was explored in Power Rangers Hyperforce. So again, all of this is gonna we'll just have to wait and see. We do know that this takes place after Reinforcements of the Future, the Wild Force crossover, and before Power Rangers Hyperforce. And honestly, my early predictions is that there's no way that Jen and Wes are gonna get together. I mean, I know Hyperforce is supposed to still be set in its own alternate universe, but I feel like if Jen and Wes got together, they would have definitely said so in Hyperforce.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I mean, Hyperforce mainly based around Time Force, and there really wasn't a whole lot of Jen-Wes kind of relationship talk in that. It was mainly just Jen being Jen. So I think you're right in this prediction of, they're just not going to be together.
Yeah, we will have to wait and see. I don't they're definitely not going to get together. That's my early prediction right now. There's no way that these two get together. I mean, they're supposed to be members of the Time Force. They know the repercussions of this. So there's no way, they've got to know that there's no way that they could possibly ever make this work. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens in Power Rangers Sins of the Future in October of 2020 when the book comes out. Definitely let us know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. And please subscribe and turn on those post notifications to stay up to date with all the new videos coming to the channel here in the future. So, yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Take care.